Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're here. We're back. We're back. My name is Joe.
And I'm Carolyn.
You guys are listening to Carolyn and Joe Show, Podcember, December 4th edition. We are here. We're bringing you the hits every single day. If you call these hits, we call this just a marathon of awesome talking. Awesome talking. Just so you guys know, my name is Joe Carabeo. I'm a filmmaker, photographer, a writer. I am definitely today a super podcaster.
During the super moon.
During the super moon, across from me in Astray Productions studio, a super artist, Carolyn Belefski. How you doing on this Podcember number 4, day 4, Carolyn? How you doing?
I'm doing good. And just so you guys know, Podcember, what it's all about is we just created the title. We're like, hey, we're going to do a podcast every day for the month of December. So that's what Podcember is all about.
Pretty simple, but challenging.
31 days, 31 shows, and it's exciting.
Yeah, and if you guys at home or watching on Instagram Live, if you have a question for us to anything, you want us to talk about anything, we'll talk about it. We'll just lay it on the line. And
nothing is off limits.
And we're not going to edit the show. It's just going to go out just like how it is, just like how you guys listen to it right now. Have a question for us, let us know. Even on YouTube, because now the shows are uploaded on YouTube. If you ever have a question for us, and we post it on YouTube, find the YouTube, it's Carolyn and Joe Show on YouTube. If you have a question, we'll answer it over there. We'll do our best. We have Podcember number 4. We have I don't know how many other days we got. 27 days left.
Whatever 31 minus 4 is.
So let's just jump right into it. You know, we're recording this on a Sunday, and you know what's really amazing is that throughout the day, I'm like, oh man, I need to hold this in. This could be a great thing to talk about. This should be a great thing for us to talk about in the podcast. And usually when it comes out right now, I'm always like, my mind is blank. I don't know what to talk about. I know the recent thing that I posted on my stories on Instagram was the creation of guacamole.
Oh, nice.
The creation of my guacamole. I think it's freaking awesome. I love guacamole, but it does bring me back to a moment where I forget, it was when Jack White was on tour, and I remember someone like,
he has a special recipe I heard that got leaked online.
But it was so interesting because it was like a rider list. You know how each band or act, they have a rider list of stuff their needs to be on, to perform. They need this to perform. Like Katy Perry needs a whole entire a spaceship with all this stuff inside in the back with her.
Who are the people that were notorious? There was like a band that was notorious for having their M&Ms separated,
like
or
Van
something.
Halen.
Was that Van Halen?
They got all that stuff. But I remember with Jack White, and I think it might have been even like in Centerville or something. I think it was like in Virginia or Tennessee where someone like revealed like, oh, the rider list, and it was like a specific rider list. That like, I guess the verbiage was very harsh. Or maybe it wasn't, but he was like, there should be no peanuts in the vicinity and anywhere on the stage.
Does
or
he
anything
have a
like that.
peanut allergy?
Well, see, that's the thing. Is like the way things are brought up, and then he had like the specific and then you gotta make. I doubt this is how Jack White is talking the voice. You gotta. But I remember,
bro.
I remember reading the rider list having a specific guacamole recipe on there, and it broke it down. It's like it needs to have 4 avocados sliced square-wise, not mushed.
I remember
has
that.
Had this amount of this and this amount of that of the guacamole or the cuts, and then for some reason, when people saw this rider list, all of a sudden, like there's this there's this amount of people that are like, oh, Jack White's an asshole because he has such a crucial guacamole list and he needs this specific lighting and all this stuff. And like, to me, I'm like, why not? Why if you're gonna have a rider list, why not be absurd? not be over the. I've seen people who had like basketball courts in like like a band needs to have a basketball court back there. You know what I mean? But Carolyn, what would be if you're a big ass touring act like Katy Perry or Lady Gaga? Because Lady Gaga's backstage looks pretty amazing too. It looks all decked out in white. Would you have a pretty insane like rider list?
This is a good question. Well, the one thing I remember about Jack White's recipe, because I remember I looked it up.
Yeah.
because they're like, his recipe for guacamole is released. It was more, I don't feel like people were like thinking he was an asshole about it. I just remember people were like, wow, a new guacamole recipe from Jack White. But I remember it being chunky, like you described, like the squares.
Yeah.
And then I was always like, how come Joe does not make the chunky version of that? Because you mash it.
Well, the thing was with his guacamole, it was a big ass vat of guacamole.
But have you tried?
It was probably like eight avocados. I'm not gonna be exact about it.
You don't have to use 8, but you can, like, you know when you half a recipe?
Yeah.
Like you can half or like quarter a recipe. So I feel like you haven't tried like his type.
I really wanted to try that
Chunky.
guacamole. But he had like a specific. If someone can bring it up, I remember his avocado, his avocado
ratio?
recipe being like in like I was like, wow, that sounds amazing.
But also, how many people are he feeding back there? You know, it's not like just for him. It's not just for him.
He has a big ass band, man. You got
have like
Daru,
10 people on stage.
You have Lily May. You know, you got Daru. You got Fats, you know.
Fats.
You got the whole awesome crew back there. You got to feed.
Well, I'm still thinking about my rider, man. I mean, I do. You know what I would actually really like to have?
What's that?
Island Way.
Like I need to have specific sherbet,
pineapple Island Way
sherbet that you eat out of the skin of the actual.
Yes. For those of you that haven't heard of it, I guess you can get it at what's that food?
It's Costco.
Costco?
Price Club.
Price Club? I don't know. I've seen it like a couple other places. But basically, it's like a sherbet that comes in coconut, banana. What else were there? I just remember coconut and banana, but I guess orange and maybe a couple others. But it's basically like a literal like pineapple, right?
Yeah.
And then it's sliced in half. And then there's a sherbet inside of it. So basically the creation of it means you have to take the fruit out, cut it, literally take the fruit out, and then pour sherbet back in it and freeze it.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems like a lot. Even with the coconut.
Yeah,
but
that presentation's amazing.
You're like literally, but then it's cool because you're like eating out of a coconut shell and you're eating the sherbet. I mean, that's pretty cool. I would ask for Island Way.
It's just like a whole bunch of like, I need to have at least 10 Island Ways back there.
I remember the pineapple being better tasting than the others, but I don't know.
That lemon was awesome.
Oh yeah, they did have a lemon
Island Way with that lemon sherbet in there. That was
what
pretty
did they
delicious.
have? Lemon, orange, coconut, and pineapple. Did they have any others?
I think that's it. That's all they have on the islands.
Okay.
What other fruits are on the islands?
Other things. They have tons of other things. But yeah, I think you got more bang for your buck in the coconut for some reason, because I guess the shell isn't as thick. But the pineapple shell was so thick that you didn't get as much sherbet. But I feel like the pineapple tasted the best.
I think so. I mean, I really enjoyed the coconut.
What about the lemon? You said you liked the lemon.
I mean, I really enjoyed all of those. All of them. Did they have a mango? Maybe I think they had a mango in there.
Was it mango?
I hope they had a mango in there.
But how would you put it back in the? It doesn't really have a shell.
The mango? Yeah, mango has a skin.
It has a skin, but it's not really like a shell.
That's true. It's tough to cut a mango because you got the seed in there, the pit. It's sort of hard to dig around that.
No, I don't think they had a mango.
But you would have that on your rider list if you're a big star. Would you create your own room back there?
Probably not. I'm a little bit like low key with the, hanging out in a room and stuff. I don't think I would ask for that much.
Because I've been backstage to venues a whole lot, and to tell you the truth, though, a lot of them can look pretty tame and boring. Man.
Yeah, I feel like I'm low maintenance when it comes to that. Like of course, I would love to be like, oh, I'm so great, and like I need 10,000 roses. Like I need some blue roses back there because I'm a fan of blue roses. So maybe
you would just want to have blue roses to get you ready for the concert.
Do you know how expensive that would be, though? Like, do you know for like, I don't know, 6. Wait, how many?
I just want 10 waters. 10
what about
waters
like a dozen blue roses are like $100? You know what I mean? Like, what if I was like, I want several 100 roses? People ask for that stuff, man.
Hey, what's up, Chris? I see you waving there.
What's up? Yeah, like I don't know. I guess
if you have a question for us, let us know.
Well, regards to your rider question, like I feel like I would have 2 answers. Like one would be a low maintenance answer in terms of like, I feel like there might
get like a masseuse.
There might be like
some of the Chili
sod.
Peppers have like their own little like zen room, like a masseuse area.
Oh yeah, they're like super hippie now. Well, it's funny because they used to be like super into drugs and all that, but now they're just into like
super into drugs.
Yes, they were. I like the Chili Peppers, but let's be straight up. They were super into drugs a while ago, and now they're like super clean, and they're all just about like healthy living and yoga and like drinking tea and stuff like that. You know, it's like they flipped the coin.
They want to live.
Yeah, they flipped the coin on that, which is awesome, and I totally respect that.
They have a yoga room that they can do yoga.
Wasn't Flea like standing on top of his head?
Well, he that's just what he does. That's just what Flea does.
That's Flea. But yeah, okay, like I'm gonna try to give you like my fantasy rider then. Like if I'm like all out there like being totally like give me everything. I'm a star. I'm a superstar and I'm ready for my close up.
And this is a rider as if you were a singer, right?
Okay.
Or is it like an artist? Because like at conventions, like.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine being invited to a convention and being like, "No, I only need my island way."
But they have that. They're like people have riders of what they need. Like they're like, I need to have this type of room.
See, I feel like
this.
If I was really truly a superstar guest at a comic convention, I would just be like thankful just to be there.
It was like I'm just happy.
I'm just happy to be here.
Just happy.
Like I would. It would be
like,
awesome
I at least
if
want
like
some water.
It would be awesome if like they put me up in a like pretty decent hotel. Doesn't have to be like super nice, but like halfway, a halfway decent hotel. And then if I got some free waters, I think I'd be okay with that.
I mean, I'll definitely push for that island way though. I'll definitely be like, that's the only thing on the rider list is just like give me the a box of Island Way.
1 box of Island Way
that I can consume.
And you'd have to have a freezer with that because some hotel rooms don't have a freezer.
But like you get that like at the convention at a signing, like it has to be brought to you while you're in the middle of your signing. Like,
wouldn't that get messy? Like
it could be amazing. Depends how you eat it.
I feel like that could be messy, and fans like they won't have patience to like let you eat.
That'd be cool if you let your fans know like I love Island Way, and people
and then
just
they bring it to you.
Yeah, so you just bring like a cooler with you.
That does happen occasionally. So those of you guys that want to come to a comic book show in 2018, just so you know, I'm digging the Island Way.
Yeah.
But that's also problematic because a lot of comic conventions are very cold. And if you're eating sherbet there, I don't know. Maybe I should have thought this through. But anyway, I like Island Way. And, like, you know what else I would ask for?
What's that?
Potentially blue roses if I'm, like, super
You just want to have blue roses wherever you go.
Yes, wherever I go, I must have them.
The blue room with the blue roses.
That might be pretty cool. Like, I must only be in blue rooms.
Because I think
I'll do some crazy thing like that.
Because I remember as a guest at certain conventions, we get to like go into like the lounge and like eat the food, like
the green room. But instead of the green room, it's going to be the blue room.
Yeah, it's going to be the blue room,
and it has to be blue everything. All blue everything. There was something else I had thought of.
What, for your rider list?
Oh, you know what would be awesome since I feel like all the conventions are cold most of the time?
Like, I just want a blanket. Bring me blankets.
Or, like, can you regulate the temperature so it's perfect for me? Like, throughout the whole convention?
Like everything must be hot. No, but it sucks. It would suck if it's hot.
I don't want it to be hot.
Conventions are the worst when they're hot.
That's definitely true. I've had some convention experiences where like there was no AC. Remember at the church, there's no AC, and then everyone smelled because they didn't wear deodorant.
Yeah, unless it's a party.
That also happened in Philly too.
But like any convention at a big place like that, like having the heat like high, it's like horrible.
But you know what was crazy at New York Comic Con this year? It was hot, and I was wearing a short. I had no sleeves.
I remember over at the Artist Alley was pretty steaming over there.
That was hot. But can you imagine? Like, I would have never thought that the Javits could get that hot, and I would have no sleeves. Like in previous New York Comic Cons, I had jackets on.
But I also think like that was the first 2 days. I remember people mentioning that as well. They're like, for some reason they didn't turn the AC on until the weekend, and I'm like, that's stupid.
Maybe they were saving money or something.
We gotta save that chingle.
I have no idea, but I think I was wearing sleeveless even on the weekends. That was crazy. Like I don't remember it ever being, like, I felt actually comfortable at New York Comic Con, so that was very nice for me. I had a good time. Yeah,
it was a good New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
We always get the 2 Boots pizza over there?
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe that's what you can ask for.
Well, yeah, like you guys gotta specifically get 2 boots from New York.
But they have.
It's on
do
9th
have,
Avenue.
I think they have like other locations.
Do they really have other locations?
Yeah, they do.
That's what I gotta get down with. That's like my favorite pizza. Like it's
they
weird.
might have like 5 different locations.
It's weird because I don't know what to call that type of pizza though. Like it's like a.
Well, it's supposed to be a combination of Louisiana and because it's shaped like a boot in Italy, right?
That's what 2 boots, right?
2 boots.
Yeah, 9th Avenue in the beginning of what's it called? Hell's Kitchen.
You know what? I do believe that they have a 2 boots in Baltimore.
What?
But I could be wrong. I think I remember
if
seeing
you're wrong, that's a heartbreaker right there.
You know what? I could look it up, or you could look it up, or you could just trust me that I'm right. No, but I thought I remember seeing that like on the side of the box or something. They have other locations.
Sometimes I feel like that's just decorations that play, like, you know, like at Willard's, like on their wall they have like all these dates, but like I don't not dates, but all these locations. Like just or
That's
just like
Willard's,
just like
though.
but like just like, you know, towns. They just have towns
Yeah.
listed. But like part of me feels like that's not really there at all.
You know what's funny on that? They have committed a major typography crime on Willard's wall, because you know how like the apostrophe. Okay, like you.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
I thought you saw it.
No, but I don't know what you're talking about, the apostrophe.
Okay, so you know how if it's like Jake's Barbecue, right?
Yeah.
So it's like E''S. Well, the way they do the apostrophes on the wall, next time you look at it when you go to Willard's, the apostrophe is backwards.
A backwards apostrophe?
Yeah.
Is that even
Like
like
it's like tilted the other way. Like if you were to put it in like a mirror.
Is that even like a choice? Is that even like proper? Is there actually even a backwards apostrophe?
No, I don't think it's proper. I thought it was a typography crime. Like when I saw that, I was like, man, that's kind of sad. But I was like, but Willard's is awesome.
There's no such thing as
Like I kind of like let them off the hook. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna let that get me down, because it sucks sometimes being a designer. Like you'll see stuff in like your everyday life that isn't proper, and you're like, man, why is the kerning like that?
Why is this? That's
and it like it aggravates me
that's how
to
you
the
know,
point where I'm upset.
That's how you can pinpoint if
You can't
a person
live life like that.
That's how you pinpoint if a person is a designer or not, when they look at those little details.
But it hurts because then I'm like, somebody made that, and it like hurts my heart.
They're like, you're like, that should have never made it through.
It is sad, man. I don't know. Maybe I think too much about it. Because it's like...
Well, that's your job, is to be able to pinpoint, like, listen, like, to... Because it's almost like once you see it, once you're open to the door of, like, how designers think, when they're, you know, not... I wouldn't even count that as critical. It's just called... To me, it's called proper. Like, it's when things are laid out properly, you know what I mean? Like, when you notice, like, when there's the kerning is wrong, or there's an extra space... Like, just basic editing. You know, like, I don't look at it as almost being a designer. I'm just like, wow, that's just editing. That's just like, why didn't anyone notice that? You know?
I'm just like...
I guess just designers have that. Like, that's the first wave. That's the first wave they have to deal with. Is
and
like
occasionally I notice copy too, because I've had, especially in my first job, there's so many like copy edits. So I know all the copywriting edit symbols and stuff like that. So if you're reading through some text, it's just like you just notice glaring mistakes sometimes. So heads up on the Two Boots locations. They have a lot of locations, Joe.
Really? Two Boots?
Yes.
I'd say Two Boots is probably one of my favorite pizza places right now.
So they have a lot in New York City. They have one in Phi.
They have a lot in New York City.
Yes, I think FIDI probably stands for Financial District, if I had to guess. It's FIDI.
I thought that was the only Two Boots like ever. Was that place like
no? There's a lot
near 42nd.
There's one in East Village. There's one in West Village. There's Midtown East.
Well, that's
the Hell's Kitchen one. That's the one that we went to. There's Upper East Side. There's Upper West Side.
See, I thought it was just those two guys.
There's Williamsburg, Park Slope.
So that's like a franchise, a New York
City
franchise?
Field. Okay, those are just the New York locations, right? Now there's also Jersey City, Nashville, Echo Park, LA, downtown LA. Where's the Baltimore one? I thought there was.
Well, I'm not going to be able to make it to those places right now. I just got to hit up to New York.
I could have sworn there was a Baltimore one.
I do want to go to New York before the year ends in some way or fashion. I feel like that's in my soul. I'm like, I need to go New York. Go Two Boots
until the year ends.
Yeah, before the 2017 ends.
I mean, they have a ton of New York locations, so it's like New York, LA.
So New York and LA.
I guess Nashville too. Why don't you go to Nashville?
I'll go to Nashville then. I'll go to Nashville. 12-hour ride, right?
It's about 10 hours.
About 10-hour ride.
Guess what?
What?
I just saw a headline that says New York's Two Boots Pizza is headed to DC.
When? When is that?
I will click this link.
Last Christmas.
Subhead, they're planning to have a major presence here.
In DC?
Two
They're
Boots
planning
Pizza,
on taking over?
The New York pizza joint, known for its Cajun-style pies, will open a location in DC with plans for more here. That's
what I'm looking forward to. Two Boots Pizza in New York, one of my favorite places, coming to DC?
The pizzeria will open at 1025 H Street Northeast. So it's like the hip area.
Yeah.
Washington Business Journal first reported the lease.
Wait, Northeast? Northeast is the hip area in DC?
Yeah, H Street.
H Street. Oh, okay. Okay. That's not bad.
A May opening is the plan.
That's so far. But still, that's going to be pretty delicious.
Co-owner Leon Hartman tells Eater the plan is to eventually expand throughout both the DC and Baltimore region. DC Baltimore will be one of our key focus markets, along with New York and LA, he said.
I mean, Baltimore has some good food places.
It says a Baltimore location is already open, but it wasn't on their website.
But where's that? We're in Baltimore.
I don't know.
If anyone on Instagram knows where Two Boots is located in Baltimore, let us know, because I want to go there and have that pizza. Because I usually get the same pizza each time anyway. I usually get the Grandma Bess or something like that.
But they have I feel like you need to expand your palate on that, because we've gotten Grandma Best probably 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, but probably if there's a closer Two Boots pizza, I'll probably each time try a different one.
You know what kind of freaks me out though? This article is from January 20th, 2016.
2016? So do you think there's already one there in DC?
No, it would have been on their site already.
Maybe, did it get delayed?
I don't know, because May already came and went.
Yeah, that's true. So many things happened that May.
Mm-mm-mm.
By that time, there's already been two more Taco Bombas that have opened up in that time.
Uh-oh.
What? Shut down?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
H Street update.
What happened?
Let me read it. I'm just clicking.
Two Boots update in H Street? What is it? What's the update? What's the suspense?
It's loading. It's loading.
PC load letter?
Oh,
is the
man.
PC load letter? Is that what's happening?
It's coming up. It's about... Here we go. H Street update. Here we go. We're a little bit behind on this.
Okay.
February 16th, 2017. Dear Two Boots fans, with a lot of regret, we've had to temporarily postpone our plans to enter the DC market.
No!
While we loved our H Street location, our current building projects in New York City have proved a bit more challenging than we expected.
Oh, why?
We're busy trying to complete a spectacular 3-level pizzeria bar roof deck in the financial district, and we're constructing Two Boots worldwide headquarters in Long Island City, which will be a pizzeria bar, commissionary, and training center.
I never knew any of this stuff with Two Boots, because all I knew is
it's a lot bigger than you thought, man.
All I thought Two Boots was just that one spot.
No, I thought you knew.
I didn't know that. I
our
looked at
apologies to our fans in the Capitol, but please hang on. We'll be bringing the Bayou Beast, V for Vegan, The Dude, and other unique pizzas to DC soon.
Man, maybe.
Till then.
But what date was that?
That was February 16th of this year.
Oh, this
2017.
year? Oh, man.
So, it's almost been a year in a couple more months.
Maybe it's going to come back. All I thought Two Boots was just that one. It was
man, I got all excited. I'm like, it's going to DC, but then I'm like, no,
because Two Boots was really just to me forever has always just been those 5 tables and in the front
here's
desk.
another. This is really strange
What is
because they were talking
is this
about
on the website or what?
It's just articles when you Google Two Boots Pizza. And I was Googling locations, but how they said that they were committed to doing the DC Baltimore thing. Then there's this article that says Two Boots Pizza Shop closes in the Fitzgerald near UB Baltimore.
What? So now they closed in Baltimore?
The first line, which I don't know if I should click the link, but this is from April 4th, 2017.
Did something happen in Baltimore?
It just
says something always happens in Baltimore.
It just says Two Boots Pizza inside the Fitzgerald apartment building near the University of Baltimore closed on Saturday after 6 years in business. See,
6 years?
I knew that they were in Baltimore.
What? If I would have known,
Like, I don't know why they closed.
Them. I don't know. It's a tough town.
Oh, look at their location. That looks cool. I guess they're closed. The New York-based pizza chain opened a Midtown location in June 2011. A sign on the door announced the closing.
That's a bummer. Actually, at that point, I didn't even know about them either.
With great regret. No, you did know. We have to inform you that we were closing Two Boots Baltimore as of Saturday, April 1st, 2017. So you knew about them before that.
Wait, April 1st? So I could have gone
this year.
There's multiple times and got the Grandma Bess expensive ass awesomeness.
Mm-hmm.
It's only usually expensive because we get the whole entire massive pizza.
Representatives from Two Boots could not be reached for comment.
Uh-oh. They got mafia shoved out. That's what happened. There is pizza I feel like there is pizza competition in Baltimore.
See, it talks about this. The chain is named for the boot shapes of Louisiana and Italy, two areas from which the restaurant's menu draws inspiration from. Two Boots pizzas are known for having Cajun influences and dusting all the crusts in cornmeal. One staple at the Baltimore location was the Old Bay Beast, which included crab, crawfish, I don't know how to pronounce this, Andeville sausage, jalapenos, and mozzarella.
Oh, man, that sounds delicious.
Two Boots at one time also had a Baltimore location at Power Plant Live. In addition
Power Plant Live? So that's not far. I know where that is.
It's no more, though.
Oh.
In addition to New York, the two other Two Boots locations are Los Angeles and Sanford, Connecticut. Wow.
I wonder why they shut down. Maybe they're trying to outstretch too much,
But then I thought that they were like trying to hit the DC Baltimore market, and then they closed that same year.
So now that market's not happening. So
makes you wonder.
That means I got head. See, now I really got to head to New York before the year ends. Now I really got to do that, and then also still somehow do Podcember at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna happen.
I'm just gonna take it. We'll just take it to the streets. Take Podcember to the streets, man.
Taking it to the streets.
Man, see, like my heart went up and then went down. It was like, wow, it's coming to DC. Oh, actually, they tried and it's not there anymore.
Two Boots go walking from H Street.
What?
I'll read this article.
Go walking from 8th Street? See, what's really great about that, I mean, I really enjoyed that. I like pizza. I like pizza a whole lot. You know, but Two Boots had a little special, like a uniqueness about it. It was like named after movies. It wasn't like Planet Hollywood.
But I thought you knew that there were multiple locations because on the menu it says like certain pizzas are only available at certain locations.
I mean, maybe I just didn't pay attention to it.
Or it had like a certain location favorite, you know, like it would be like Hell's Kitchen favorite.
Yeah.
So this article says, well, that's a bummer. Washington Business Journal reports.
Well, that's a bummer.
Miller Walker Retail Real Estate is releasing that space at 1025 H Street Northeast. Two Boots owner Phil Hartman confirmed the company is not going to be able to open there and said that they are currently negotiating a mutual acceptable extraction from the lease of the landlord.
Oh, so they got pushed out? Or
I mean, they
hustled away?
No, I don't think so. I think
business was bad?
I think they just couldn't make it happen.
I mean, maybe it was expensive.
And then and they had other endeavors like up in New York.
I mean, that's a lot. It seems like they have a lot of spots up in New York.
Definitely.
And pizza's a big thing up there. Bread on cheese on bread.
And also, speaking of design and such, I do love the Two Boots pizza design. I think it's really fun.
It is. I would say, and that's one of my favorite memories of going to New York at that point. Ah, memories. Those were the days. Those were the good old days.
Man, I got like so pumped because I was like, "Oh, Two Boots is coming to DC."
Well, if that's gonna
be, like the next article I read is like, nope.
Well, that's definitely going on my rider. Whenever I go to a venue, I must have at least several Two Boots pizzas ready to roll.
Damn, you're high end.
That's the dinner. You know, that's the dinner because you got to have the food before the show.
But wouldn't that get like old after a while though? Like you're really gonna have that every night?
I mean, it depends. I mean, I can change it up a little bit. But that's definitely on there. If it's a driving distance, that's coming to the venue.
Definitely.
So people who know, Two Boots or Taco Bamba, that's on my rider. That's definitely on my rider, no matter what. That's definitely there.
Would you also ask for Sour Patch Kids?
Yes, I'll definitely have Sour Patch Kids on my rider too. I'm gonna have an amazing rider. I'm gonna have a basketball court back there too.
Shooting them b-balls.
That's gonna be a bunch of my favorite stuff out there. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. December 4th edition of Podcember in the can. A very delicious episode, if I do say so myself.
Do you feel like you would ask for too much though, and be like a diva about it?
No, I wouldn't. I would
just like, no, I deserve it.
My rider list will have the things I need to survive to enjoy myself at the show. Awesome. Before I go out there. I mean, water would be crucial.
Water is crucial.
But hopefully when I get to that point, those restaurants will still be around.
I hope so.
In some way or form. I just like it's just the backstage area. I do enjoy too, because it's a very amped up area, very good energy. Hopefully it's a good energy. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This show is brought to you by Astray Productions. Check them out at astrayproductions.com. Check out my work at joecarabeo.com. Also go astray.tumblr.com. Find me on Instagram at astrayj, and also at showcarabeo_photography. What do you got, Carolyn?
I have a website. It's carolynbelefski.com, and you can also reach out on Instagram and Twitter at Carolyn Belefski, and check out my comic strip Curls while you're at it.
And also, if you guys love this song that's playing in the background, like I do, this song is called Run by Monday Mistress. Check them out at mondaymistress.com and download this song, or buy the whole entire album. It's cheaper. I think it's about at least $1.50 cheaper. iTunes.
And you get more hits.
Yeah, more hits. CD Baby, all that stuff. Run. Check it out. Buy it. Listen to it. Show all your friends. And there you go. Of course, check out this show. Check out the show. CarolynandJoeShow.com. iTunes, Stitcher Radio. And we're going to see you tomorrow and the day after that. Because you know what? My name is Joe.
And I'm Carolyn.
Be excellent to each other.
You're bona fide.
See you tomorrow.